Oh, hey there. I'm just falling for infinity through an infinitely repeating space, so I guess I've got some time to talk. The concept of infinity is such a fascinating idea, and is one of those ideas that the human mind can only attempt to grasp at, but will never be able to fully understand just how immense the scale of infinity is. I think video games can give us a chance to glimpse into the otherwise unimaginable. The space that I've been falling through is one of my favorite puzzle games of all time, Manifold Garden. The player must solve various puzzles in infinitely repeating levels and use infinity to your advantage. Need to get to a spot on the opposite side of a massive gap? No problem, just fall for however long you need. Need to get that piece high up? Flip the direction of gravity and it'll fall to you over and over and over. The game is stunning in both its vast emptiness and the beauty that lies within that. There's no time limit for completing any of these puzzles, and there's no need to restart whenever you mess up because there's an infinite amount of more chances to get it right. It's hard to truly describe how it feels to be in these spaces, so I would highly recommend that you try the game for yourself. I promise it'll be an experience different from anything else. We've looked at infinite spaces, so how about one that deals with infinite time in the world of Minecraft? While yes, the world of Minecraft is not infinite, it might as well be, with the world extending out from the spawn point for 30 million blocks in each direction, so you'd probably never realistically reach the edge without using cheats. But what is infinite within the world of Minecraft is the time the player has. There are zero time constraints on the player for how long they take to do anything, and there is a practically infinite amount of creations a person can make within the game using the various blocks and abilities available to them, and the imagination and ultimately the time of their real lives being the only limitation. This incredible feat of the game is amazing for everyone who plays the game, but at the same time is eventually in one way or another a detriment to the game. Everyone will reach a point in the game where they've done all that they wanted to do and don't know what else to do, even though there is so much more to do. This feeling for most doesn't mean that they will permanently leave the game, just that world for now, and will most likely come back at a later time with a new idea. But what's interesting is that given too much time and freedom, people eventually just don't know what to do, and will become overwhelmed in the face of too many choices without a specific reason to accomplish the majority of them. As humans, we need a goal to reach, no matter how big or small that may be. With our lives being limited, it gives us meaning and reason to continue on and find new experiences, to use our time the best that we can. If a person had an infinite life, or even a greatly extended one, everything would eventually lose interest it once had, and life would become meaningless. That's what makes something special, is that it doesn't last forever, but rather for a brief moment in time. But what happens to us when we feel like we don't have enough time? Well, that question will have to wait for the next video, because unfortunately I don't have an infinite amount of time, and honestly I'm glad that I don't. Since I don't have an infinite amount of time to talk about the subject, I didn't include another interesting thought experiment with Minecraft, dealing with how the game can beat itself given an infinite amount of time, since this topic has been discussed in great detail by more knowledgeable people, so I'll put a link in the description to that video. I highly recommend giving it a watch if this topic interests you. So, in an unknown but finite amount of time, I will see you all later.